Took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the run.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Key tight end.
This is Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third down, here's Haskins, and he finds McDonald.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 22-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Flushed out right. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the dump-off at 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Haskins to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 8, read.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
61, matchbox, lights.
Slow. No.
Hard. Ready.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9 now. He'll have a first down past the 40. This pass complete to Higgins. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is taken around the 12. "35 yards on the return." Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. It's complete to Hopkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
complete to DeAndre Hopkins. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
General West.
A shotgun snap for Hill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Beckham, the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A throw over the middle taken in, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 51.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play. The one that they got on the previous one, they tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Delta.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike.
Yeah.
41's the Mike, 41's the Mike. Check.
Yep.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 41 Mike.
Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Haskins. And this is caught by Watkins. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Sammy Watkins, 88 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They run, chop, and from the 25 they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flush to his right. Open man is Higgins. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got Higgins over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They'll drop the throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second down, Haskins. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. He gets him moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on 3rd. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Let's bring it. 551.
He'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Hey, dude, 60 outlaw.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Exit.
Let go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he completes it to Hunt. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit. Look at me, zipper.
I got you, son. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
Now.
Back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ready. 50, plant.
First down.
Target.
Hey, let go.
Mike 51. It's our field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Set. 3 for Pittsburgh. 3. Mike. Look. 6. Under 10. 10.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Look, squeeze. Get it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's get sacked.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Let's go. 8 reads. 5.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 51, you ain't going nowhere.
Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 41.
Stay trip.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I got it.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the set.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
It's just me and you. Check.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Single. 41's the mic. Check 41. Cover.
Hey, Alpha.
41 mic.
2nd and 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
New mic.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He gets this one to Boyd.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 12.
The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McDonald. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Haskins going to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mack Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike, 53. 53.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's Beckham. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Mike, 58. Delta. Know your job. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent gain. 35 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
2nd and 9 now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
51 the mark, boy, 51. Here we go, D, get up, D, grip.
They'll look to throw here. He finds Beckham, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Chubb. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try again with Chubb. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hey, high 7.
We got to wedge that out. Cut.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Yeah. Touchdown, baby. Hey.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it, make it 2nd and 7 coming up. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Check.
They run it again with Chubb. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up
30 base.